So here are the ingredients you will need for the empanadillas. Your cooking oil, minced garlic, mozzarella cheese, adobo, sofrito, sazon, and the disc. So step one, you're going to start to cook your ground beef. And I like to wait till the majority of my ground beef has some brownness to it before I actually take the time to add my seasonings and flavors. So now moving on to your next step, you are going to start adding your ingredients. I'm starting with sofrito. Now guys, please keep in mind that I have a good amount of ground beef in there, so it may seem like I'm putting a lot, but I'm really not. As you see, I'm using a teaspoon. I add about 3 to 4. I tell people add to your desire. It's all up to you. And it also goes based off the amount of ground beef you use. Next, I'm going to use the adobo. Adobo is a all-purpose seasoning that contains different ingredients. I just feel like it's the perfect seasoning to use while seasoning meat. Now moving on to our third ingredient is the minced garlic. I tend to use the one in waters. You can use the one in oil. It's all up to your choice, whichever ingredients you like to use. But I like to use the minced garlic that's with water. I use about 3 to 4 of those, maybe 5, again, depending on the amount of ground beef that I use. Now moving on to the sazon. It's a food coloring with a little extra seasoning. As you see, I use 3 of them. 3 packets for the amount of ground beef that I'm using. Again, I tell everyone, use to your desire. Everyone makes their things to their own taste, their own way. This is just how I do it. Now I'm taking the time to stir all the seasonings really good into the meat and let the flavors absorb into the ground beef. I do this for about 2 to 3 minutes. Make sure that I'm evenly have all the ingredients mixed well into the ground beef and let it continue to simmer for about 15 more minutes. Again, maybe a little bit less depending on the amount of ground beef you use. Okay guys, so now for the third step, I have the disc. You want to make sure that they're thawed out and soft. After you're done preparing the meat, scoop the meat onto the onto the disc, to your desire. And make sure you even and level out the meat as you're putting it on the disc. Then you hold it into almost like a little position as if you're preparing a taco, and then you sprinkle mozzarella cheese to your desire on your empanadilla. Then you fold it as a taco, and as you do, you crease the sides of it to rims to seal it, and then you take a fork and press down to seal the disc all along the rim of the disc, all the way to the opposite end. Then you will flip and do the same thing on the next side to make sure that it's properly sealed. You would do this to all the empanadillas. Ta-da! And there you go, you guys. And that's how you prepare your empanadillas before getting ready to fry it. Now guys, for your final step, you are going to let your oil preheat so you can get ready to put the empanadillas to fry them. As you see, I put my first one in. I now put my other one, And you pretty much leave it for about 2 to 3 minutes till it gets nice and golden, and you turn and do the same. All right, guys, here goes the complete empanadilla. Nice and cheesy and crispy to my perfection. I can't wait to divulge in this and enjoy. I hope you guys like this video and find it useful. Thank you for tuning in.